Alright, what's up? This wasn't a video I was planning on making, but I decided to say, hey, well, fuck it. I might as well get it out there to all my subscribers and audience that are, seeing this right now and hearing what I have to say. So I'm going to go ahead and, tell you a story that occurred about 3 years ago concerning me, and it has to do with a lot concerning me. So I might as well get into the story with that being said. So about, say, like 3 years ago, I was working at a factory job here in my state where I live, and I was working there, and right around the same time I was working there, I just applied for SSI, and this was probably back, I would say, in the month of January. I applied for SSI January of 2022, from what I can remember, and I applied for SSI while I was working, and they said it would take a little bit, give or take, probably about 9-10 months maybe, and I didn't get it until sometime around mid-September or late September, one of the two. I can't really remember that far back, but it was something like that, to that extent. And basically, how you have that, like, one friend who we all have, like, that one friend we don't really talk to but remember from our childhood, and we ain't seen in a while, and you look them up or see them or come across them on Facebook. We all have that one old friend that we all remember from our childhood. And well, this person individually that I grew up with, I was neighbors with and went to the same school as, going as far as back, the third, fourth grade, somewhere around there, is when I knew this person, who I'll just, for as of right now, just not name, we'll just call her Anonymous. So I was on my Facebook, and I just got approved of my SSI after going and seeing the doctor, and I got approved within like a few days, and I got a lot of back pay and whatnot, and I just, best to my knowledge, I just got really curious one day on Facebook, and I wasn't looking anyone up, but it was in my suggestion feed, and it was my friend that I grew up with, who I used to be neighbors with, about 17 years ago, and she popped up on there, and I thought of, hitting her up and saying, hey, what's up? And so, best to my curiosity, that's what I did. I texted her, and I hit her up, and, we got to talking and shooting the shit, and she told me, hey, she's telling me she still lives with her mom, and her current boyfriend at the time, who she was still with, was living with her and her mom and brother. And she was, telling me, maybe we should hang out, get together one of these nights, hang out. And so I did just that. And I told her how I just got approved on SSI, and this was months and months later after I quit my job. And, we got to know each other and catch up for long lost times, and and I told her, it's been a long time, and she's like, yeah, it has. And occasionally what I would do is, like, every not every weekend, but every, once a weekend, I would go over there to her house where she was still currently living with her mom, and it was always just her brother, and her boyfriend at the time she was dating, Tyler. And it was always just, the three of them. And mostly I would just come over there, bring some liquor, like some Fireball, and then, he would order pizza. We would chill, play, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the fucking Xbox. Just a bunch of old friends, getting together, hanging out, shooting the shit, chilling, whatnot. And, her mother, strangely, never was there. And this was always, like, late at night. Either when they had work days or didn't have work days. I can't remember. They all worked together at Tyson's. Oddly enough, like her boyfriend worked at Tyson's and fucking her brother worked at Tyson's, and pretty much the scumbag who I'm later going to talk about, who is her mom's fucking boyfriend, works there as well. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. So, I just told her, like, hey, I just got SSI, I just got approved, and she's like, that's good, and I got myself a tattoo. Me and my mom got matching Slipknot tattoos. And, I got a lot for, Christmas. I had an early Christmas, and shit. And, this was right around November, almost close to December month. And, she was always, telling me about why her mom's never home and whatnot. And she told me that, her mom, who she was living with, it was always, like, out and about with, this boyfriend she was dating from her work. Now, I didn't know the fucking guy. So, I had, no reason to meet him or want to meet him or meet her because they were never home. It was always just the three of them. And, one day actually, it was during the day, not night. So she, texted me and told me, she had a gift for me, an early Christmas gift. And I think Christmas either had already ended or this was before Christmas. I can't even fucking remember, but it was either before or after. Well, anyway, getting on to the story, she told me, she got me something, and I said, you want me to come home during the day while your mom and, her boyfriend's there? And she's like, yeah. So I go over there and I get the gift, and she got it from Hobby Lobby. I'm a Star Wars fan, as y'all know, and I post a lot of, nerd stuff on my YouTube channel, and mostly it's Star Wars content. As you can tell, I'm a Star Wars fan, like some of y'all out there. But anyway, and she got me this painting and all that. Well, this was my first time being introduced to both her mom and her mom's boyfriend. And my friend, who I will remain anonymous, was at the time, like 23 years old, and I was, 22, and she was about to be like 24, because her birthday is like December 8th. Well, anyway, so this time it was really weird, and it was very different because, her fucking mom was there. And I didn't really think anything of it because it was her mom's house. But you ever get that weird feeling where like someone is staring you down and they're like trying to study you but quite can't study you because, you're not really paying attention to their presence, but you feel like you have eyeballs on you, like you feel like the whole fucking room is staring at you like a fucking desert eagle staring at its prey in the sand. And that's what it felt like with me, because I was walking in there just to get my gift and hang out with them, my early Christmas gift. And, this is where I would meet her mother and her mom's boyfriend. Well, her mom said hi to me, that casual, hi, nice to meet you, I'm such and such's mother and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm like, okay, well, nice to meet you, whatnot. Well, her, weird fucking boyfriend, who was just staring at me, I don't know fucking why, real strangely, because, there was nothing wrong with me, like, I guess he just, I don't know, thought I looked familiar or something. I didn't really think nothing much of it at the time, because I didn't honestly pay any attention. Well, later I would find out it was more than just that. So, I her boyfriend at the time, Tyler, he went outside for a smoke and asked me if I would join him, so we, go outside to smoke. And then this fucking guy, which is, my friend's mom's boyfriend, comes outside, and it's just fucking him. And, I was in the conversation already with fucking Tyler about, we were discussing, cigarette brands or something, because he was talking about how he likes to smoke, like, Marlboros, and I like smoking Camels, and we were naming all these, like, different cigarette brands and, whatnot. Just talking and just chilling and whatnot, shooting the shit. Well, this fucking guy comes out, her mom's boyfriend. Real shady looking fucking dude, by the way. This motherfucker looks like a meth addict, fucking experiment gone wrong in a fucking lab. Motherfucker has no teeth, camouflage jacket, gray hair. It's really shady motherfucker. Well, I'm in the middle of a conversation. This fucking guy comes out and interrupts us and starts talking like he's, in part of the conversation that we're having. And this guy just starts spewing a bunch of shit. And he's not, like, talking shit. He's just talking shit that, like, it's just shit, like, out of thin air. Like he's having a conversation. Maybe he's, like, delusional or schizo, and he's talking to himself. And he's like, yeah, I was in a gang, and I was in this, and I was in that. And I just, at the time, I just really dumbfounded. Like, I really didn't know what to think. Like, this dude comes out of fucking nowhere and starts having a conversation with either himself or with us, and I don't fucking know. And everyone just was quiet and frozen like a fucking mouse, looking at this guy, staring at this guy while he fucking talks. And, this is supposedly her mother's boyfriend. And, I look at Tyler and ask Tyler, I said, you want to go inside and play Xbox? Just to kind of get away from this guy, because this guy just was weird. So we all go inside and whatnot. He goes, sits on the couch, and he's got this really pissed off expression. And I'm like, big deal, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it. So, me and Tyler, we go in the back room, and, we go play some Call of Duty. And my friend, she comes in there with us. And I didn't think nothing much of it. Well, that was the first time I met this fucking guy. And that was the first interaction. And he ended up leaving. And we ended up, just the three of us got the house to ourselves. And, I later went home that night. My mom came and picked me up and whatnot. Okay, now, moving on from that, I'll go into talking about the second time I met this fucking guy. This dude was dating my mom's friend. By the way, just for the record, his name's fucking Tony. I don't give a shit if I put his name out there or not. If anyone's curious, his name is fucking Tony Lorette. He's apparently from fucking Louisiana. Supposedly that's where he claims he's from. But who gives a shit where he's from? I don't know what I did to this fucking guy, but I'll tell you what he did to me. And how he almost how he almost fucking ruined my life and got me arrested the first fucking time. Here in Arkansas, where I fucking live. I'm not going to say where in Arkansas, but I'll just say Arkansas. And anyway, my friend at the time was going through a breakup with her boyfriend Tyler, who I just mentioned earlier. And her and Tyler were going through a breakup, and she was, really depressed, and she kind of needed someone to vent to, because she just, broke up with him, and they've been together for almost 6 years. And she broke up with him because she had suspicion that he was cheating on her, and later found out he was cheating on her with some other girl and shit in Clarksville, Arkansas. So he moves out, whatever, yada, yada, yada. So, it's nighttime once again, and I go over there. Her mother ain't over there. It's just her and her brother and whatnot. And, I got drunk, and, her and I, we started talking. One thing led to another. We didn't have sex or anything like that, but we got romantically involved, and, we laid on the couch and passed out, from being drunk and whatnot. Next fucking day, her mom shows up with her fucking boyfriend. It's about like 6, 7 something in the morning. They come through the fucking door, and I just came out of her room because I had to go charge my phone because my phone was about to die. And I come out of the room, and these motherfucking weird freakazoid, mongoloid looking fucks are just staring at me like desert fucking eagles staring at prey. They don't say anything to me. And you would think because the boyfriend this Tony fucker doesn't even live there. It's only just her mom and her brother. Now this motherfucker looks at her and says, hey, we need to go outside and talk. And she's like, what for? You don't live here. You're not my dad. I'm 23, blah, blah, blah. And then the mother, weirdly enough, is saying, listen to what he says, come outside, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, this is fucking weird because she's fucking a grown-ass woman. She shouldn't have to explain to some fucking weird-ass guy who's dating her mother. And number fucking 2, what's it to him? It's not his fucking house. His shit's not in the lease. It's not his fucking house. I could understand maybe if she was 17 or 16, like a minor, and he was like the stepdad or legal guardian or something like that. But this motherfucker is not even related to her. As crazy as this fucking is, and as crazy as I'm explaining this, it sounds fucking weird, right? And I've never been around fucking weird people like this before in my life who does this type of shit. So anyway, they take her outside and they go and lecture her by the car like she's fucking 9, 10 years old, right? So, I go outside and shit to have a fucking smoke. So I go outside and, I go and I have a fucking smoke. And, she just told me right before they showed up and right before we passed out on the couch that same night, she told me that, there is something I have to tell you. And she's telling me that this Tony motherfucker's talking shit. Now, I don't even know why he'd be talking shit because I only met this fucking dude only twice. And this is going on the second time of meeting him, which would be that next morning where he took her by the car and went and lectured her and all that. And so whatnot. I didn't understand any of it. So I go outside, I have my cigarette and smoke, and then these motherfuckers are talking shit. Well, anyway, to speed up the story, they were talking shit. I went over there and said, we got a fucking problem? I hear you guys talking shit. I figured the mother would say, no, we don't have a problem. But these are weird fucking people, you guys. These are really weird fucking people. Like, backwoods incest type of shit. Like, this fucking girl's biological father fucking, like, molested her, raped her, or some shit like that. So, already weird fucking family, but, he's in prison and whatnot. But anyway, going on to this Tony fucker who's dating her mom as of, I guess, now, if they're even still together, I don't know. I would have no way of knowing because his pussy ass put a protection order on me, but I'll get to that. So, anyway, they're talking all that shit about the fucking car and fucking whatnot, and this fucking faggot's got 2 guns. He's always carrying 2 guns with him and shit. He thinks he's like some badass Clint Eastwood fucking mouth of the South fucking village idiot, more or less. Thinks he's all hot shit and whatnot, and he's just a fucking retard. So, anyway, they're talking all that shit about me and whatnot, and I confront them, and basically there's a lot I wish going into that I would have done, like maybe just, grabbed her by the hand and walked her away from them or whatever, but I didn't think of that because this was all new to me at the time when it all fucking went down. So anyway, she says there's no problem and they're just having a talk with her or whatnot, and so they quit talking shit about me and I don't overhear it anymore, and then I go and sit back down, and basically when they were done talking and whatnot, the 2 fucking jagaloon retards went inside, and then I talked to my friend, and I fucking laid it out. I said, I'm not coming back over here. I don't know what that fucking dude's problem is. He doesn't fucking live here. Why is he starting shit? Why is he, got a personal vendetta towards fucking me? What the fuck? I didn't do anything. So I just call my mom. My mom comes, and she comes picks me up. I fucking leave. And by the way, if this video goes dead, I'll make another video. Just putting that out there. But I don't know if my camera. Yeah, my camera's still on. Okay. Anyway, that following fucking night, I got drunk. Decided to text the motherfucker. She told me not to text the motherfucker, but I did it anyway. So I texted him and I just said, "Yo, man." I said, "Yo, Tony." I said, "What's up, man?" I said, "What? Did I do something wrong? Is there a problem?" And the first thing this motherfucker says to me is he calls me a punk. Now, going into that, I thought, what the fuck? What? This dude is, like, trying to just outright fucking start shit with me, and I didn't even do anything to him. I said, why the hell you call me a punk? He's like, because I don't want you back over here. So more or less he's trying to dominate, be a dictator, take over that fucking house, take over that fucking broken, retarded family. He's trying to get in my friend's pants because she's a female. I don't fucking know what his deal is. Now, anyway, he calls me a punk. He starts talking shit. We start talking shit. And I just start, calling him out, cussing him out. And then when we get to the end of it, he's like threatening to like shoot me. And then I threaten to shoot him. He uses that as an advantage, gets the cops involved. The cops come here and they fucking arrest me, and I got terroristic threat. But was I ever going to go cause physical harm to this guy? Fuck no. I never was going to go do anything to this fucking retard. I wanted an explanation of what his deal was. He pissed me off to the point where I fucking did something really stupid that I shouldn't have done, that I now regret. And he not only said what he said and did what he did and got me in trouble with the fucking law, but he manipulated the fucking system by trying to make some stupid ass bargain deal with me in court to stay away from fucking this girl. And I thinking to myself, like, how are you going to tell someone who's a grown ass man to physically stay? And she didn't have a restraining order on me. She didn't have a restraining order on me. It was him who filed a restraining order on me. But it still didn't make any sense because I didn't do anything to this guy, and this guy was just starting shit out of fucking nowhere. But with that being said, yeah, that's pretty much the fucking gist of it. And I mean, shit, I just got my SSI, and I just started getting in contact with this fucking girl back in 2022. And all this shit just fucking went down. Like, it went down like fucking, like a collapsed building right above your fucking head that's about to fall down and kill you. It's what it just felt like. My life was flashing before my very eyes. Like, I could not believe. I was just so stunned and just shocked at what was happening around me and that I could not get an explanation. And I got bonded out at a jail. My mom came and bonded me out. She was, my friend was upset. And that kind of wraps up part 1 of this video. I will make a part 2. And if y'all have any questions, leave a comment down below and tell me what y'all think. But yeah, peace.